The uniqueness of this project is the commitment of the people who've been involved with it to this point. And we're only part of the process. The next wave of people who come in and take over this project and continue it, if we are going to find quality, have to be committed. Quality begins with desire. With the desire, then if you can find people who have practiced and practiced and practiced their craft and done that responsibly every day, then between the craft and the desire, you can attain quality.
We're doing a new Board of Governors office space. This is where the CEO and all his support people will be housed. They do receive a lot of visitors, so there'll be a lot of dignitaries, etc., coming into this space to meet with Dr. Cosgrove, and therefore we have to make this space perfect.
I think because it's the leadership team of the entire medical center, it sort of sets the standard, and it sets the standard for the leadership themselves, the visitors they have, their successors in leadership, and it can be held up as an example for a quality level that is hoped to be obtained in all projects.
Typically in the past projects, it's always been, and I'm going to call them the knowers, and that's classifying the engineers and the architects as the knowers. But there's the other group called the doers, and that's the tradespeople. We've never taken advantage of going to the doers and saying, do you know a better way? You know, are we messing up? Is there something that we should know that you know? And we've never taken advantage of that knowledge, and they have years and years of knowledge out there. These guys do this every day.
We finally realized as a group that those folks want to get involved and be part of a solution at the beginning of the job, so that the transition of building it is the easiest part of the job.
We're pleased to be asked, but the fact that they're willing to listen and to integrate that information into the project, I think it's a great idea.
Having their input, the people who actually build these things in the field, has allowed us to get to solutions much faster. They're solutions that are much more practical, and in many cases they're details and solutions that we might not have thought of on our own.
There's a lot of 3D, the design team, the engineers, and our design assist contractors have already worked together to try and work out a lot of the ins and outs and the interferences that none of us see above the ceilings and behind the walls that can create problems on a job.
With this kind of collaboration, to go into a project with that information as opposed to making it up as you go along and hoping to achieve it, there's a big difference.
Construction industry is typically low bid gets the job. So if you're used to playing cards, sitting around the table with your buddies, you get the worst hand. Everybody's playing with their worst hand trying to win the game. That's not this job.
We want to know from each of the trades what their personal commitment to this team and to this project is. Everyone in this room has made a personal commitment to the project, and we're going to ask the trades to do that same thing.
We've developed a process where we actually go out for qualifications as a group and take proposals from design assist contractors, interview them as a team, talk about what's important to us and what's important to them. And we don't just look at price. Price is very important, obviously, but we look at, can they do the schedule? Are they willing to partner? Do they have experience engaging in the teaming concept? And engage one of them based on where we feel there's a good connection and a good relationship.
Just the atmosphere that's been created here, I'm hoping that you're going to see a heightened level of collaboration between the individual trades, not just the designers, not just the CM, but the trades themselves.
So what I would say to the people that haven't been involved in this is that when you have an opportunity to partner on a job like this, take the opportunity.
Any tradesperson, it matters to them what projects they work on. To be asked by their employer to work on this project would probably tell them that they are of a higher caliber, that their employers have a level of respect for them, that they know is going to make a difference to the project.
We want their input. We want them to participate. We want them to feel involved. Who you are within the organization, all 40-some thousand of our employees are caregivers. Well, the goal here is to make every person on the job feel that he's really a part of making this hospital the best hospital that there is around, that they're going to make the Board of Governors space the nicest space that's ever built. That's the thing that we're trying to achieve.